Welcome to another video right here on FE Builds. I've got another build, an RC build, RC crawler, and it's a replica, non-licensed, of one of the cars I really love. I love the Nissan Patrol in that model. I don't know, there's just something about the way it looks that just stands out to me. And I ordered it some time back, but it's taken all this time to actually get here. So we're not doing whole unboxing and how it works and all that kind of video. If you're looking for that, then there's many other channels who do that. But we're going to unbox this and then go straight into a build. The main objective is to convert this from brushed to brushless and to do it in the easiest way while still retaining all the functions. So if we look at the box, you can see some of the features. A lot of the writing is in Chinese, so I can't actually read what it's saying. The color that we went for is that color specifically. I like that. I also like the blue, but all these other colors were reserved, and someone actually wanted this color, but then I took it. I beat them to it in terms of ordering it. So it came through as a group of individuals. I see customs, we have already opened it, so I've got no sellotape to cut. Oh, maybe I do on the one side. Okay, I'm just going to cut this and pull this thing out. I don't want to tear the couch, but my dog is already messed up. I'm doing this one-handed. I don't have a camera person today, and I left the camera stand at the office. So the first thing we see over here is a tire tool, and another piece over there. We'll figure out what that is as we go along. Let's pull the beautiful car out and see how this looks. Oops, it's upside down. Oh wow, I like it already. I actually really like this model of vehicle, and it's just so special to have this thing. Just going to zoom out slightly so you can see what's going on over here. I love the fact that it hasn't got the spare wheel at the back, which you'll see. But the aim of the game with this particular car is we're not going to bash it around and destroy it and scrape it up and, you know, damage it up. But we're going to keep it nice and shiny and new. This is going to be a pure trail rig with extreme performance under it. Many people complained about this dampener over here, but I myself personally, I actually really like the fact that it's got a dampener. It makes it all the more realistic, because if you drive a real solid axle vehicle, you know that's going to be there. Even the Jimny that we feature on this channel has this in front there. It's got a back to center dampener. But basically you turn this, you take the screw off, and then the body just lifts up. It's got a hinge system at the back. So we're going to get into this build. I'm already looking at the wires, the way they're routed, trying to see if it's going to be simple to take out this motor and this whole situation without having to strip the whole truck. Okay, so that's the inside of the truck. That's the lighting controller. Seems like your standard lighting controller. It comes from the Dumbo RC receiver, and we just going to disconnect channel 2, take out that ESC, take out that motor, and there's the turns. It's a 32 turn, and we're going to put a Fusion Pro in there. But I'm seeing that it's going to be quite difficult to actually get to that motor unless you take it off from the bottom, unless it drops out. So we're going to figure that out and see the easiest route. Okay, so here's the key. With this particular truck, the way it is set up and connected on the gearbox, the way the motor is set to the gearbox, it's very difficult to set a mesh. So it's essential that when you are taking off this OEM motor, before you take it off completely, make markings around the screws so you know the exact position they were in, because you're going to use that same exact pinion. The only time you'll change those settings is if you're going to change and put a different pinion. In my case, I was putting back the stock standard factory pinion, And you'll see there's two plates. There's a gearbox plate and then there's the motor plate. Make the markings on the motor plate before you take the motor off the motor plate. And then put that pinion in. The Fusion Pro sits in the exact same place as the OEM motor, so it'll work well and it will just sit in and mesh perfectly. Okay, so with this one it's a bit tricky, but it's actually very doable. You'll have to take off this brace over here because this is a hard plastic chassis, and this seems to form part of the structure. You'll also have to take out the battery tray so that you can be able to unscrew at least one of the drive shafts. I unscrewed the rear one, took it off, and then I was able to just slide out the whole gearbox from there. There's 3 screws at the bottom. You have to take off, 2 on the one side and 1 on the other. Take them off and then it'll come loose. You can take it all off as you saw in the high-speed video. And one thing that's so important is I've actually checked and saw that the Fusion Pro and this motor sit exactly in the center. So what I did is I took measurements and made markings, as you can see in the high-speed video, on certain points where this motor sits, so that the pinion where this was sitting on that gearbox sits exactly the same. And the reason why I did that is because there's no way of doing your own mesh. You have to sort of guess it. It's very difficult. It's a closed kind of system, so better to go with the settings they used OEM. So that's what I did. I made markings on the screws where the screws were, and watched the positioning, marked the dead center of the pinion, top to bottom, dead center of the pinion, side to side, and then I screwed in the Fusion Pro and put the stock pinion back in, and we routed the wires over and out because sometimes the Fusions do get hot, so you don't want the wires resting on this. Maybe the insulation can melt and it can cause a short. So I've routed them over the spar, and as you can see over there, it clears everything. This is a Fusion Pro 2300 kV, and it clears everything. There's the battery wire, and there's the signal wire. Now the last thing that I just need to check, and I want to confirm on this video because a lot of people seem to be getting confused. You have your standard 3 plug over there, like any other ESC, but then you've got this extra yellow wire over here. I'll figure it out and I'll share that with you right now. We were trying to figure out what this white wire over here is, because it comes out of the original ESC and it goes to an extra channel. And I put Grok 3.0 on assignment to find out what it is. And the answer that came back is it's most probably some kind of extra control system to monitor the tank turn. Although the tank turn still seems to work, and I don't think this RC is that advanced. On the website it does say this has adjustable drag brake, so my guess is that's the drag brake remote control function, because everything else works. The lights work with that not connected, and the tank turn seems to work fine with that not connected. All the servos work, so I'm sort of putting that down, that white wire down, to a remote controlled ESC function, perhaps most likely the drag brake. And we won't need that with the Fusion Pro, because obviously when we do our settings we'll want to go into the programming menu and set our own custom unique settings. So that's been done. Everything else works. I have done one more thing, and hopefully before I publish this video I'll get a reply. I finally gave up searching online because no one had answers. So I sent an email in to Yikong. Hopefully they'll respond and tell me what this yellow wire going to the white is. Hopefully my guess is correct. If you know what it is, this white wire right over here, feel free to comment in the comment section and just let me know if I'm wrong. I don't mind. I suspect it's the drag brake connection, because I usually see with other setups and other motors that have a drag brake function, there's an extra wire that goes to extra channel to control the level of drag brake. That's all I can think concerning that. And it goes to that channel over there on that side. So this video is not slowed down. Everything is working, the lights and everything, and you can see the Fusion Pro FOC in action. The throttle is constant. It's going to go over that. I'm not going to add any accelerator or reduce. Just going to keep it constant. It just keeps going, same speed. I'm trying my best not to scratch this body. I want to keep it nice and new and nice. This is my strictly only trail truck. For obvious reasons, I don't want to scratch the beautiful body and the paintwork. Look at that FOC in action. Consistent. It comes down. And we did this whole obstacle just with the front diffs locked. Okay, we're gonna just do a quick, I'm here with my dog. He's just walking around. He doesn't like the camera so much. We're going to do a quick approach and departure angle test. This is in high range, and you can control it so slow with the Fusion. Okay, so it cleared the approach. Let's see what it does concerning the departure. Cleared the departure. Very nice. This test over here just shows that this would be an awesome trail truck, because all of the trucks that have done well in terms of trail can clear this gutter. And if they can't, usually they battle on normal hiking trails. Okay, so I need to upload this video, and I haven't yet received an answer from Yikong. However, if I do receive an answer as to exactly what that wire is, instead of taking an estimated guess, I will pin it in the comments just for anyone else who wants to know. Switch into low range mode. To just see the amount of control I got when I did that. We're going to go through a sandy section. Assume somewhere close over here, I'm going to have to lock the diffs. Front diffs locked. But yeah, that's a wrap for this video. Subscribe, like, share, and let's keep things going.